Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess without a camera doing what it needs to do as usual to do the weekly reading for the lovely sign of Cancer. All right. Okay, now I need cards. Sorry, I did a personal reading in between doing the readings this morning and I took my cards over there. All right, Cancer. Firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, love to have you on board. If you're interested in knowing anything about me, getting a personal reading or any other information, everything is in the box below. And if you're unsure, I'm more than happy for you to email me. If you want to keep up with me, where I am, what I'm doing, what I'm offering, etc., you can whip over to the Aussie Goddess on Facebook and like the page. Everything's pinned to the top of the page. All right, we have the Nine of Wands coming through. Someone's had enough here. Someone's getting to the end of their rope here with that Nine of Wands. All right, if the reading resonates with you, please make sure you give it a thumbs up so we can grow the channel and get the messages to the people that need to hear them. We're going to use the Wizard's Tarot, which was a gift from a friend of mine. It's absolutely beautiful. All right. Oh, cards are lively. All right, so we have the Hanged Man. Someone's in decision-making mode. That Nine of Wands that jumped out at the beginning is telling me that somebody's fed up with something or trying to come to terms with something here, especially with this Hanged Man energy. The Hanged Man talks of being stuck, trying to see things from a different perspective, trying to open up to some new way of looking at things. Whenever I do this, I think it just reminds me of being a kid and I used to lay on the lounge upside down, you know, with my head on the floor, looking out and looking at things from a very different way. And it fascinated me that it felt so different, like looking in a mirror and looking at the room in a mirror. So I feel like this is what the Hanged Man is doing, trying to see things from a very different perspective and trying to make sense of something here. Because there appears to be something this person is fed up with and wants to move on. There is a decision that needs to be made here. The decision can be a head over heart decision with the Two of Pentacles. But it can also be a decision between two things of equal value. They may not be the same, but there may be a similar weighting on the two things. So for two jobs, for example, it may be you're trying to make your mind up here. Maybe you're in a job that's really not very nice with that Nine of Wands. You're trying to see things from a different perspective. You're trying to weigh up options here. And this is the energy of constantly sort of juggling two options, trying to work out which way to go. On some days one option will seem better, on other days another option will seem better, and it may depend on where you are at the time and what you're looking at and the perspective you have. Okay, so we have here the Strength card. So the universe is saying to you here that you need to go deep within here. This isn't something that you can just decide on a whim. This isn't a decision you can make lightly, because there is a need for you to gather your own strength. Now, I always feel with this card, it is about shadow energy. It is about fears. It is about the unknown or the unexpected. So there is a need for you to really get in amongst yourself here and tame your own demons. But there's also this sort of energy here of being strong enough to do what you need to do. Bringing your strengths forward to make some sort of decision here. All right, Five of Pentacles coming through. Wow. The Five of Pentacles is a card that talks of it's low mood, it's depression, it's feeling like you've been left out in the cold, feeling unloved. And there seems to be this energy coming through. That's what I think you're doing with that Nine of Wands energy. You may be cycling through something here. You may be cycling through an energy where you're feeling unloved or uncared for, and maybe tossing up whether, I mean, if this is a job that's making you feel this way, maybe you're trying to toss up whether, you know, this is your dissatisfaction with the job or dissatisfaction with where you're working. And then on other days, there's this energy of things not being so bad and feeling that you can put up with it. But there's also this energy of becoming just more tolerant or more able, more resilient to something that's painful or not really feeling right for you. Let's just keep going here. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like for some of you this is a work situation. And I feel really strongly with this is you're doing the silly trick of putting more energy into your job in hope that if you do more work, if you put more in, if you try to show your value, that people might appreciate you more. And of course, it is absolutely not the right thing to do, because you are jeopardizing your own personal value here by feeling that you have to give more because other people aren't satisfied with you. It's also a very deep inner child wound here, where you feel you have to prove to people what you're worth instead of being who you are. So there's very much this energy here of trying to counteract this 5 of Pentacles by actually putting more energy into something. Now, if this is a relationship for you, that would make sense as well, because I feel like, you know, with this sort of inner wounding here, that you may be making more effort and putting more effort into something that's already not realizing or showing you your worth. What I do like here is that you're getting this beautiful Wheel of Fortune coming through, because the Wheel of Fortune says to me that you've probably overstepped the mark now. You've probably got to the point where the universe is saying, come on, you can't keep doing this here. You need to manifest something new here. You need to bring something new into existence here. There is some sort of offer coming through, possibly for another job, another position. Okay, all right, look at that. Beautiful energy. So the universe is saying no more. You need to stop this. You've got to realize your own value. You've got to stand up for yourself. You've got to find your inner strength that you can manifest the life you want here, because there seems to be some sort of opportunity coming in for you here. But what I love here is you're coming up as the Emperor, which means that you're standing in your power. You're taking something here. Wow, look at this. Things could be slowly falling around your ears here. There you are. So you could be in a very emotional time. You could be dealing with your emotions, your intuition. Something's calling you here. The universe with that Wheel of Fortune and Tower is saying, if you don't come to this conclusion, if you do not see your value here, if you cannot stand in your power and be the person you were meant to be, then they're going to do it for you. All right, let's see where we're going here. All right, so we have the High Priestess coming through. Now, when I'm seeing the High Priestess in this reading, I'm thinking that you are getting lots of signs from the universe that you are probably not... you're not taking notice of them, you're ignoring them. Sometimes we feel we know better, and this is, you know, with the High Priestess, it's sort of like we're ignoring, say for example, red flags, because we think we know better. If something's being shown to us, sometimes we just feel like we can ignore them, we can deny them, but you don't. Your intuition is signs directly from the universe that you need to change something here. Something has to be changed up. And like I always say, the universe will only poke you with a stick so many times and then they'll throw the tower at you. All right. 5 of Wands. There is a need for you to walk away here. There is a need for you to move in another direction. 4 of Cups. You're very dissatisfied where you are. You may be extremely unhappy. 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands energy. I feel like you're going round in circles with something here. And you can't keep going around in circles. You can't learn the same lesson over and over again. It's not how it works. The 5 of Swords always talks about a Pyrrhic or Pyrrhic victory, where you're sort of in this situation where you're walking away from something. Even though you don't want to walk away, you know it's the best thing for you to do. The Three of Pentacles here implies there's some sort of soul contract going on here. But I feel like with this High Priestess, your intuition's on point. You're actually picking up on this because the dissatisfaction is really evident. You're just ignoring it. So you're going round in cycles here with something that is not what you want. You want something more. The High Priestess is telling me you know that you want something more and that it's there for you. But for some unknown reason, you're being advised to walk away or leave something behind because it's not giving you what you want. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, there you are in your own reading, Cancer. Like Capricorn always seems to come up in their own reading too. The Chariot is the card of moving forward. But it's also the card of choice because you have two different directions to go in here with the dragons. And you can't, these are opposing forces. They don't work together. So if you're trying to use the two forces to move you forward, they're going to forever clash and you're not going to get what you want. You have to get your horses going in the right direction, or your dragons, as it were. There's a brand new start opening up for you here with the Fool. All right, we have the Queen of Wands coming through here. Leo, Sag, Aries energy. There is a new start here for you. Whether this is in work or whether it's in love, there is a new start being shown to you. And you are being asked here to move forward and take a leap of faith. So somebody new is waiting here. Somebody is in your future. Now, if this is a job and the Queen of Wands is coming up as a job, what I want to say is there's something more attractive, but you've got to let go of the past. You've got to let go of what you're currently dealing with in order to have this new opportunity here. Okay, so we have the Death card coming through. Quite a few major arcanas in your reading, I've got to say. The Page of Swords. Wow. And the Seven of Cups. So what is being shown to me very, very clearly here is you're living in an illusion. You're living in an illusion. Your desires, your wants, the way you see things at the moment isn't how it is. You're not seeing things as they are. There also may be a lot of other opportunities here for you if you move forward. But there seems to be this energy of going through some sort of rebirth first. But I feel like this rebirth is awakening to some sort of way you've been seeing things up until now, rather than the way you need to see things. Okay, let's have a look. I see you here in some sort of suspended animation. You're either between a decision here or a way of doing things, a way of being, whatever it is for you. But you are definitely sitting there tossing up two different things. Maybe even, shall I move forward or shall I stay? But you're in this constant flux here. There's definitely this energy here with the Strength card that you need to, and especially with this Death card here, something's got to change here because you're pushing against something here. You're actually sort of up against something with your shoulder here, pushing against it, and it's not working. And it's creating a great deal of disappointment here. And I feel like with this Eight of Pentacles, it's like you're putting more effort in rather than realizing you do not need to put any more effort in. You might need to let it go completely, but you're trying here to invest more in something at the risk of losing yourself. So the universe is saying here, we need to move you forward. It's the end of a cycle and it's time to move. Perhaps you've completed some sort of karmic lesson here, because there's some sort of energy here of you now moving towards the future, seeing what options you have, opening yourself up to something, because you're planting seeds for the future here. Now there appears to be some sort of offer that is being given to you or you're making here, but it's you standing in your power here. I feel that if you don't stand in your water power here, you're going to have some sort of epiphany or awakening, and that's confirmed here with the Death card. All right, let's just have a bit more of a look at this. I feel that with the Strength card here and this card and the Tower, there is a great need for you to go internal now, to go inside. I feel that there's either too many choices, too many options, and you're confused about how to move forward. And maybe it's about letting go of the past energy and moving forward, and you can't get both your dragons moving in the same direction. That's not possible. So a choice has to be made here with the Fool card. You have to make a choice in how to move forward. And I feel really strongly here that the universe is saying to you, you have to move away from something even if you don't want to. Even if you feel it's easier to stay. Some sort of new opportunities coming in here. All right, 3 of Cups coming through. Maybe you have a choice of 2 people here, because the Lovers card is here, Gemini energy. So there could be a choice here to be made. 3 of Cups, the Lovers card. Yeah, some sort of cycle needs to be closed out here. Rightio. There's something being opened up by the universe here. Wow, Queen of Swords coming through. I feel like here, whether this is a relationship or whether it is something else for you here, that you are hanging on to the end of a cycle and not completing a cycle here. So there's a great need for you to go inside, find your inner strength and rebirth here. You've got to bring yourself, you've got to make a decision, some sort of decision here to let go of something in order to bring you what you want or what you desire. Queen of Swords. Page of Pentacles coming through again with the Knight of Wands. 8 of Cups. Yep. Okay, 8 of Wands. Queen of Cups. All right, so to bring yourself back to this energy that you need to be in, or to bring you back to where you need to be, or to take you forward and move you in a new direction here, you've got to complete something here. You've got to complete a cycle. And this cycle is about moving away from what emotionally does not serve you anymore with this 8 of Cups. Something really, really quickly is changing for you. Once you make this realization, once you start moving towards putting yourself first. Maybe this is very much a codependent energy. Didn't have the Devil card there, did I? No, I've got the World card and the 4 of Pentacles. Let it go. This is something you've got to let go of something. In order to have something, you've got to let go of something. There is very much this energy here of releasing to bring you what you want. But you're hanging on to it so tightly. So you're hanging on to something so tightly that you're not releasing yourself. So the more you deny something, the more you're putting in effort to hold on to something. And it's the holding on that is the problem. It's what's holding you back. So you keep trying to invest in something that is not allowing you or is not changing it. And the idea is you've got to let it go rather than trying to keep investing in it. All right, let's see what the Oracle card says. I feel like you're working against yourself. You're working against your own energy here. So the harder you push, the harder it is to get. There we go. They want that one to come out. I wonder if it's Gemini energy again. Oh, confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. That's nice. New moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. This card heralds the start of a new cycle for you, where you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more than you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as the king or the queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start. Make time to have fun. It's time to show the world what you've got. Shine your light. It's funny, isn't it? They use the word pride and it's such a judgmental word. But spoil yourself. You've earned it and you've turned someone's head. So I feel like here, the very thing that you're wanting, you're fighting against. It's time to let go, let it go, whatever it is. But don't keep putting effort into something that isn't rewarding you. Have a great week.